Hey, welcome guys. Tony Porter and it's Universal Baseball Association with a field day baseball game. We are in the top of the eighth inning. It's a 5-3 Mets lead. We are at Shea Stadium, 1987. The Mets with a record of 60-47. They're playing the Chicago Cubs, 55-52. On the mound for the Mets is Terry Leach. At the plate is Jim Sundberg. I remember him with the Texas Rangers in the late 70s, early 80s. And so it's 5 runs, 12 hits, and no errors for the Mets, and 3 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Cubs. What else can I tell you? So it was a 2-run home run by Andre Dawson in the top of the 7th that tied the game up at 3, and then right back at you was Kevin McReynolds' 2-run blast in the bottom of the 7th, and the Mets retake the lead. They lead it 5-3, and Terry Leach is on fumes. So we're trying to get him through the top of the 8th. We'll see how far he goes. Let's see what happens here. Excellent game. One of the, I'd say, top 5 games in our hobby. When I start playing this, I can't stop. That's how easy, smooth, and exciting it is. It's got all the characteristics of all the advanced games, but plays very, very quick, very, very easy, like any basic game, right? But yet it has the facets of an advanced game, which is wonderful, and more facets than most advanced games, by the way. Let's see what happens here. Here's a pitch from Terry Leach, Jim Sundberg, and that's a 12, which is a ground ball to third base, and that is taken by Howard Johnson. Throw to first, and in time. 1 away now. We want a 1-2-3 inning for, Terry Leach. Oh, he's reached his max. He's reached his max right here, and he's facing a guy that's I really, you know what? I haven't not checked out his name. How to pronounce his name. Okay, it is Paul Nochi. I'll write that down on the card. Paul Nochi, and he will bat here with 1 out in the top of the 8th. We're going to let Leach go one more batter until he gives up a run or a hit at 25. Now that could be trouble. I don't know why I'm rolling the D20. I don't need that. We're going to roll up to 52 is a hit by pitch, but up to 26 is going to be a triple. So that's good. Let's see what that is. And he gets, that's a drive off the bat of Nochi, and that's going to drop in there, 1 hop off the wall. Around second goes Nochi. He's going to try for 3. Here's the relay, the tag by Johnson, and he is safe. Safe with a 1-out triple here in the top of the 8th, and that's going to be all for Leach. Out comes Davey Johnson. Adios. But he's done a great job. He's allowed 3 runs here and 9 hits. And we're going to quickly look and see who we're going to bring in. Good thing about Digital Diamond Baseball, it shows you who's ready to roll. And it also gives you their position in the bullpen. Like it'll say middle setup, it'll say long, it'll say closer. So do we bring in the closer here? That's the question. 1 out. You know what? We're going to bring in Roger McDowell. Yes, we are. And we have to, well, that's trouble right now because Leach leads off the next inning. That's the thing when batters, when pitchers were batters, you had to really decide what you were going to do with the lineup. So who do I pull here? Kevin McReynolds is the guy I usually pull. So I'm going to put the new pitcher McDowell in that 5th spot. And then in the 9th spot, I'm going to bring in, let's see. I'm going to bring in my boy Mookie Wilson in the 9th spot. And then Mookie will go to left, and we'll leave Dykstra in center. And Roger McDowell, of course, is the pitcher. Oh, no, I have two guys. Okay. I see what's going on. All right, and now Roger McDowell will be the pitcher. Okay, let me grab those cards, right? So Roger McDowell will come in. You get all the players with this set for $20. You get PDF. It's delivered immediately. I had guys waiting weeks and weeks and paying over $100 to roll some dice with some cards on a table. And this game gives you an excellent baseball simulation here for $20. You get all the players delivered immediately to your door. If you're on a budget, this is for you for sure. And if you got kids in school like I do, so that's Roger McDowell. He will come in. And then we're looking for Mookie Wilson, ready to roll. All right. Okay, so it is Brian, I think it's Dayett, right? Brian Dayett. And right-handed hitter against McDowell. He will be batting. And here is with the runner on third. The infield is back. We're willing to trade a run for an out. 51. That's a hard hit ground ball to the shortstop. This could be an error. We don't know yet until we roll. Error rating on Santana is a 25, and it's a 14. He boots it. And a run scores. So that will be an E6. And Dayett is on at first as the tying run. Let me see if I can pinch run for him, see what I got on the bench, how much of a bench I have. That's really the question. Let's see, bench. All right, I got a pretty decent bench. Let's see, I need to look at some speed here. Let me go over some of these guys. Jody Davis, Bob Dernier, Manny Trio could be a good pinch runner, I believe. Bob Dernier is an X. He's not bad, but we can use him to pinch hit. So we're looking for Trio. Manny Trio looks like he can still motor a little bit here, and I know he's been around for a while. I remember him in the 70s. This is the late 80s already, so he's a veteran for sure. Now, he's a mediocre kind of speed guy. I'm looking for an X. So let me call on Bob Dernier, outfielder. Bob Dernier is going to run for Dayett. And here it goes. And now with a pinch run, I could try to steal with him. He's a 51, stolen base to put that tying run at second base. There's one out with Martinez at the plate. So let me try to steal. Now, when I do a pinch runner, normally I do automatic steals, and I don't do the jump here. To be honest with you, I don't even know if there's a jump in this game at this point. But I just kind of roll to see if the guy can steal second base. That's how I do it. Keep it simple. I could subtract 10 points, right, and make him a 41 because everybody knows he's going to steal. He's a pinch runner, and he steals bases. Let's see. How many? It doesn't say how many. Oh, he has 16 of 23. 16 of 23 stolen bases. So I'm not exactly sure how to do the jump. But I'll learn that. I'll remove 5 from him, so it'll be a 46. So there he goes. Throw down, and he is safe. So a stolen base for Dernier, and that puts the tying run at second base. And up comes Dave Martinez. Doesn't Dave Martinez manage one of the teams now? All right, so Dave Martinez is up, and he's a lefty against McDowell. We could walk him, but why do we want to put on the go-ahead run? We don't want to do that, so we'll just face Martinez. Here's the pitch from McDowell, who's a 4.22. Let's make wait. Did I get yeah? It's a 4.220, and that's going to be a 35, and it's going to be a line drive to center field. Dykstra. He's right there. Put it away for out number 2. So Martinez hits a BB to the center fielder Dykstra. And here's Ryne Sandberg. Ryne Sandberg had a good season. 294, 16 home runs, 25 doubles, 2 triples. And next up is Leon Durham, who batted 273 with 27 home runs. So we're going to face Ryne Sandberg here. So McDowell gets a sign from Carter in the infield for the 87 Mets. From third base to first is Howard Johnson, Santana, Backman, and Hernandez, the captain. In the outfield is Mookie Wilson in left, Dykstra in center, and Strawberry in right. Here's the pitch. And a 54. That's going to be a 54 chart result, which turns out to be a possible, that's going to almost guarantee to be a wild pitch, and it is a wild pitch, and that will move him to third base. So a tying run with 2 outs now on 90 feet away in Bob Dernier with good speed. Here is Ryne Sandberg at the plate, 2 out, 1 on, the tying run at third base. The Cubs trail 5-4. Let's see what happens. Here's the pitch from the Mets closer, McDowell, who is not great, gave up a lot of hits, and that's going to be a 55. Uh-oh. He's a 1-6. That's a deep drive on 55, and that ball is going to be gone. Ryne Sandberg crushes one here to left field and gives the Cubs the 6-5 lead. The Cubs retake the lead here in the top of the 8th off of Roger McDowell, who is not happy with himself. And he's kicking the dirt and wishes he had that pitch back. But that is a 2-run blast by Ryne Sandberg, 1987. Holy smokes. And up comes Leon Durham. Here's the pitch, and that is a 52, and that's a ground ball to the shortstop, knocks it down. Will he rush the throw? We don't know. Oh, he may make a throwing error. Let's see what happens. Looks like he's going to rush the throw, and no, he does not. He holds on to it, changes his mind. So that is a single and no throwing error, because throwing error is a 13. I rolled a 14. All right, so with 2 outs, an insurance run is on at first base. And here is Andre Dawson. Dawson is a beast. In the replay, Dawson is batting .302, 32 home runs, 82 RBIs. We are in the first week of August. Here's the pitch from Roger McDowell. And that's a 62. Struck him out. No, he has no strikeouts. So that will be a ground ball to second base. Backman over to first. And that retires the side. Wow. What a game this is. Seesaw battle. Seesaw battle. The Cubs, with 2 in the top of the 7th, come back from a 3-1 deficit and tie it up in the bottom of the 7th. It's Kevin McReynolds with a 2-run blast. Gives the Mets a 5-3 lead. And in the top of the 8th, the Cubs with a 2-run home run by Ryne Sandberg puts the Cubs up by a score of 6-5. I was trying to remember the other run, how that came into play. But anyway, let's do it. It's Mookie Wilson leading off. Let's get a pitcher. Lynch is still in there. Defense is telling me I need a left fielder. So I will get Dernier in there. It was, right? I believe Dernier plays left field. We'll see. Let's see. Hold on. Bob Dernier. will stay into play. Oh, he does not play left. So he plays center. Let's see if Dave Martinez will play left field for us. Yes. Okay, so we move Dave Martinez to left, and we put Bob Dernier in center, and we are ready. We're going to leave. Oh, you know what? It is closer time, my friends. And guess who we're going to call? Lee Smith. Lee Smith is coming in and for the save, and he is a beast. He is a beastie, Lee Smith is. Da-da-da-da. Let's see, Lee Smith, there he is. So let's, I write the names down here so I can see it at the bottom. He's a 14K. Oh no, he's not a 14K. Why does it say 14K on him? That's weird. Oh wait, no. I don't know what that says that. Okay, so anyway, he is a 4-hit, a 3-walk, a 0 home run, and a 7K. Oh yeah, he is 14. 14 on the batter card will be a strikeout. Okay, so Mookie Wilson will lead off. I'm missing a player in center field, it says. Oh, okay, yeah, I got to undo that. Hold on a second. Got to undo that because I kicked out somebody. Hold on a second. I screwed up there real quick. All right, we are going to put Lee Smith into that 5 hole. And Dernier is going to go to center field. One thing, this does go a little bit slow. Dernier goes into center, and then Dave Martinez will go into left. And I think it's good. Yep. All right, we're ready. Let's do it. Let's see if the Mets can come back here. They're down by 1 here in Shea Stadium. And the fans are hanging in there. They're not going towards the exits right now. It is 6 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Cubs. 5 runs, 12 hits, and 1 error for the Mets. All right, let's do it. Here's the pitch to Mookie Wilson, a 33, and that'll be ripped for a base hit. So Mookie Wilson strokes a single to right center field, cut off by Dernier. Big turn by Wilson, changes his mind, and he's on at first with a knock. A 1-base knock for Mookie Wilson here to start off the bottom of the 8th. And it's going to be a stolen base opportunity as well. He is a 54. The catcher, Sundberg, does not give us any... he's a V, so that's average. So there it goes, and he is safe. And there could be an error on Sundberg. It's a low number. So the throw down by Sundberg, not in time, but is it over the head? No, it is not. It had to be 11 to be an overthrown ball. So it's a stolen base. So the tying run is at second base. Now, that's one thing I have to say about the 87 Mets. I played them several times. And they are an explosive team that can come back at any time. So just a heads up. They trail by 1 right here, but the tying run is at second base, and it's Lenny Dykstra. Here's a pitch from, I thought it was the 9th inning, so it's the 8th inning, but that's okay. Lee Smith can go 2 innings. That's a 51. That's a possible error. And on who? That's hit to the second baseman. Sandberg with a 24. And it's a 23. He boots it. So Sandberg boots it, and that puts runners out at the corners here. E4. Holy smokes. Dykstra reaches on an error, a ball that was an automatic out, but Sandberg took his eye off it, and that puts runners on the corners for Wally Backman. And Backman is not a great hit and run, guys, but he will swing away. Here's the pitch, and that's a 13, and that'll be a fly ball left field, shallow left field, F7. Runners will hold on that. And here's Keith Hernandez, the captain. Probably the best hitter on the Mets at 308. 10 home runs. 49 RBIs in 104 games. We are in August, the beginning of August in our replay. So all these stats are, official stats. Okay, so runners on the corners. Lee Smith is still in there. He is still in there. There is one out. And the score 6-5. Cubs. This has been an up and down game. And it is Keith Hernandez. So they're going to bring the infield in to try to prevent the tying run from scoring. And that's not always great. Here goes. Here's the roll. And that is a 16. And we're looking at, it's a hard hit ground ball to the second baseman. But the infield is in. So we are going to have to check that chart and see where that is. There's a whole bunch of infield in charts. And I actually have the one I was sent. Hold on a second. I have it here in front of me. I'm going to pull that down. Let's see. Kurt sent me this one. So, all right. So we rolled a 6. Let's see. It said ground ball. And infielders, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do not use this ground ball to pitchers or catchers. So the ball goes to the second baseman. And this is the one I use, optional infield in chart. Okay, I'm going to use this one. It's single, so we're going to roll a D6. And that's 5, which is risk at home. 1, 2, 3, safe, 4, 5, 6, out. Do I try to risk it? I will try to risk it. It's 500, 50-50. So we're going to roll a D6. And here comes Wilson. Here's the throw to the plate and the tag by Sundberg. And he is safe. Safe at home, and the game is tied. So it will be a fielder's choice, and the run scores. Fielder's choice, and let's just put that in there. And it's not going to work that way. I'm not going to be able to do that. So let's do. Let's see. Ground ball, 4-2. Runner on third, safe. Let's see if that'll work. Yes, it does. All right. So the Mets have tied it up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. So thank you very much for that page. I love that. That is a good one for the Mets right now. So it is Darryl Strawberry. And let's get rid of those. We'll keep these two. We'll get rid of these two. All right, and here's the pitch to Darryl Strawberry. Infield's back. Runners on first and second. And the pitch. And that is a 35. A 35 will be a single 5-6, but he's a 4, so it's a line drive to center field. An L8. And nobody will tag up on this. No reason for that. So Strawberry hits one on the screws, but right at the center fielder, Bob Dernier, is right in the right place at the right time. That's 2 outs now with a 6-6 game. And it is Roger McDowell. So in this situation, we are going to pinch hit for McDowell here. We're going to pinch hit for McDowell. Let's see. Pinch run, pinch hit. And we're going to call on a lefty. Lee Mazzilli. Lee Mazzilli's the man. Yes, he is. Lee Mazzilli's the man. I'm going to call on Lee Mazzilli. He's got those painted-on pants. Let's see. I'm not sure if he still wore those painted-on pants in 1987. I know he wore them in the late 70s when he was a young rookie star for the Mets, man. He was beloved in New York. Beloved for sure. All right, so here comes Lee Mazzilli. He's ready to roll. He's swinging from the southpaw side against the right-hander Lee Smith. And here goes. Here is the pitch. 2 out. Runners on first and second. Dykstra takes his lead off second. Hernandez off first. And that's going to be a 32. And this is trouble. And this is a ground ball. And that's through for a base hit. And coming around will be Dijkstra. And they're going to hold up Hernandez at the ball's cut off. And they're going to hold up Hernandez. So runner on second scores. And runner on first safe. Let's see if that'll work for us. No. Let's do that again. Hold on a second. I didn't do that right. I haven't played this for a while. So let's see. So runner, okay, I got it. Runner on second, 2 bases, and runner on first, 1 base. Let's see if that'll work. Nope, did not work. Okay, runner on second, safe, 2 bases. Runner on first, safe, 1 base. Okay, timeout. I gotta remember how to do this. Okay, I got it. So the Mets have retaken the lead here in the bottom of the 8th, 7-6. And Lee Smith still has some stuff. Let's see what happens. Gary Carter's been struggling as of late. He had his average up to 230. He was a 235 hitter, so he's batting 227, but he was on fire for a while. Batting 200, got it all the way up to 230, and now he's dropped a little bit. Today, he's 0 for 4. So let's see what happens. Gary Carter versus the closer, the ace of the Chicago staff, Lee Smith. Here's the pitch, and that is a snake eyes, and that's a drive in the gap, and that's going to get past the diving Dernier in center field, and it's going to be played off the wall by Martinez. And Mazzilli, we're going to try to score Mazzilli here. What is Mazzilli? Let's see, that's an 11. It's going to be a run. So a run chart here is going to be, let's see. So Mazzilli's going to try to take the extra base on a run chart result. And single, let's see, advanced single or a double. Simple arm. All right, so that is to the right fielder. So it's going to be right fielder. It's to, let's see who it's to. Hold on a second. To the right fielder, who's out there? It's Dawson. So let's check Dawson's arm. Dawson's arm is a V. So let's see now. Let's go back to that chart that you can't see. It's a 2-4. Advanced run on arm chart. Now let's just do the simple one. Simple arm chart. So a 2-4. If it falls within the outfielder's arm, he advances. If not, so we're going to do that with 2 out. Optional with 2 out, you can add 1 to the range. I'm not going to do that. 2-4. All right, 2-4. He advances, and it is a 4, so he does advance. So, and we're going to move. Carter's going to take third base because we did try to throw it home. So Carter takes third base on this. Oh, this is a run result. No. They only take the extra base on the assist result. So it's going to be a double 2-run score. Again, what was I telling you about the Mets? The Mets at 87 are explosive. So Gary Carter comes up huge. The kid. Yes, sirree. Here's Hojo. Hojo's up, and that's going to be all for Smith now. He is on the verge of being tired. And we are going to, you know what? We're going to walk Hojo here. Potential base on balls, and we're going to face Santana. Why did that just happen? Hold on a second. I just did something wrong. I did. I think I put a hit down instead of base on balls. All right, so intentional base on balls. And it's Rafael Santana. Come on, Lee Smith. Here's a pitch. 34. Oh, my God. That's a base hit once again. And it's an infield hit. That'll load the bases, and that's it. You can't get a nap here. He's really struggled. Lee Smith with 3.57 ERA is really struggling. Bases are loaded. Mookie Wilson is up, and we're going to the bullpen. That's enough is enough. Who are we going to call on? I don't know. We'll see who we're going to call on. Let's see. Who are we going to call on? We're going to call on Baller. Baller, 92% gain. We're going to call on somebody else. Let's see. We're going to go Bob Tewksbury, 50% game usage. Spot long middle. And he will be called on. Bob Tewksbury. He's a right-hander. He will be in the. We'll push him down to the 5th spot, and we'll pinch hit for him when he comes up. But we just want him to get one out here. The Cubs now trail by 3 runs. Bob Tewksbury. I was watching Jacob deGrom, my favorite pitcher of all time. In my lifetime, never seen anybody other than Guidry's 1978 season. I've never seen anybody. Well, I've seen Maddox, and I saw Pedro, and I saw who else? That's it, really. Maddox, Pedro, and Clemens. But I didn't watch them every night. Although I did watch Guidry every night, he was lights out. I didn't watch the other guys every night, and deGrom I watched every single start. 2016, 2017, 2018. He was pretty amazing. Wow. That, especially the season where he had like a 1.60 ERA. He was unhittable. He was unhittable. You could get runners on second and third, and he would just strike out the side. All right, Bob Tewksbury's coming in, and we're going to write a couple things on his card, which is how I like to do it. Going to make these numbers bigger for my eyesight, which is terrible. 6, 4, 0, and 2. And it's Tewksbury. All right. And Tewksbury will be facing Santana. All right. Santana's up. Let's see. With the bases loaded. Oh, no, wait. Not Santana. Santana got on base. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. So now it's, what's Leon Durham doing here? Leon Durham shouldn't be there. All right. It is Mookie Wilson. Mookie Wilson's up with the bases loaded. Let's see what happens. And let us get Lee Smith's out. Bob Tewksbury. All right. There we go. Here's the pitch, and that is 35, and he is, oh my God, he's terrible. That's a base hit. And that's going to score 2 runs, and going to third will be Santana. So a base hit, 2 runs, Comer home, and the Mets lead it by 5 runs now. And it's going to be Lenny Dykstra. Here's the pitch from Tewksbury, 36. And that's a drive down the line, base hit, and that's going to go in there for a double. Wilson's going to hold up. Oh, X+. Wilson is not an X+, I don't think. He is an X+. So he's going to come around to score. Yes, he does. So 2 more runs come in for the Mets. And the Mets now lead it 13-6. They're up by 7 runs. And here's Wally Backman with a 45, and that'll be a fly ball left field. This will do it. Finally, the 3rd out. I thought that inning would never end. But the Mets score 8 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning, and they take a 13-6 lead. Holy smokes. All right, Mets need a pitcher. Who's it going to be? Doesn't matter. They got a big lead now. All right, it's going to be closer. No, we already used our closer. 93%, 75% Doug Sisk. Don Schultz, rotation. We're going to go to Doug Sisk. And he will bat in the 5th hole, because hopefully this is it, right? Hopefully this is it. So Doug Sisk comes in for the Mets. What a game this has been. This one inning, I think these 2 innings have taken as long as the first 7 innings. The 8th and the 9th have taken longer than the first 7 innings that I played in this game. I played it this morning. It was super fast. All right, so Doug Siska's in there. He will be facing Tewksbury, excuse me. We're going to pinch hit for Tewksbury. And it's going to be, I think, Manny Trio. It doesn't matter at this point. We're just going to bring somebody to pinch hit. Yeah, and we're going to call on Manny Trio to pinch hit. All right, here's a pitch to Trio. That's a 54. That's going to be a 54 chart. That is a 32, and the 32 tells us, oh boy, they're going nuts here. 32, 3 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, catcher K if roll. Okay, what is the catcher? Hold on a second. I'm sorry for the barking. Hold on a second. Okay, so Trio's up. Sisk, Trio. Oh, it was the catcher. He's a C. So see if it's a strikeout on 32, and it's C is a 3 to 6. It's a strikeout. It is a strikeout. All right. Swings and misses at a high fastball. Blows it by him. Sisk brings the heat, although Sisk does not strike out many batters at all. So I don't know what he was throwing, but it was no heat, that's for sure. All right. 1 away now. Next up is Jerry. No, it's Moreland. Keith Moreland. And that is a 15, which will be a fly ball. Left field towards the line is Wilson, and Wilson gets there. 2 down. Mets are 1 out away from a tremendous comeback. What did I tell you guys? If you've been watching these replays, you know I've said it more than once that these Mets are explosive, and more than once they've proved me right. That's all I'm telling you. Here is Jim Sundberg. We'll let him bat. Pitch 43, and that's a base on balls. No, it's a 2. It's bounced to second, and that'll do it. Ball game is over. The Mets win it. Backman over to Hernandez, and the Mets. What a comeback. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. The Mets with a tremendous comeback. 8 runs after going down. In the top of the 8th, in the bottom of the 8th, in the top of the 8th, they go down. Let's look at that. Let's quickly look at that. They go down 6-5, right? In the top of the 8th inning. Slugfest, they call it. Sparks Slugfest at what ballpark? The Shea Stadium. So, yes, the Cubs scored 3 runs in the top of the 8th, took a 6-5 lead over the Mets. But the Mets, they come back in a spectacular fashion, not to be denied. Score 8 runs, and everybody contributed. Everybody contributed. Let's see. 4 hits for Santana, who's got his batting average up to 293. 2 for 2 for Mookie Wilson, who came in as a late inning replacement in left field. And Mookie's having a tremendous season, batting .339. Dykstra had 2 hits. Backman had 2 hits. McReynolds had 2 hits, including a blast, his 15th of the season. And Mets pitching. Mets pitching was not all that bad, believe it or not. The Mets gave up 6 runs, but only 3 runs were earned. So Leach went 7 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts, allowed 2 home runs. McDowell came in, gets the victory. He went 2/3 of an inning, allowed 2 runs, but both were unearned, and he gave up a home run. And then it's Doug Sisk who came in at the end and struck out 1 and got the 3 up, 3 down for the Mets. And the Mets win another one, yes sirree. What a season the Mets are having in this replay. Mets are now 61-47. Let's take a look at the... Wow, that's a blast. Having a blast Let's see. Where is the standings? I got to find the standings. Don't know where the standings are. Got to find them. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to quickly, this is Tony Porter, and this is Universal Baseball Association, formerly Tabletop Baseball Digest. And we are ready to roll. Another game. Let's see who's playing next. Next game, let me tell you what's up, what you're going to be paying attention to. It is against Chicago. Again, Chicago's visiting New York. Sutcliffe, who is the ace, I think, of the Cubs. 11-9 record with a 3.23 ERA versus Ron Darling, 10-5 record and a 3.79 ERA. So this is a blast of a game where you're playing field day baseball using the Helper Digital Diamond Baseball Helper. And thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe and let me know what you think. Take care now.